From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, September 23rd, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. A standoff with police ended with a suicide in Ringtown on Thursday. State police and SWAT team members were called to the scene at 303 Spring Street. 33-year-old David Howard barricaded himself along with his young daughter inside his parents' home around 1 o'clock. He was threatening to harm himself. Later, he allowed the girl to leave and shot himself in the first floor bedroom. The standoff closed streets around the house for several hours. A 16-year-old Hazleton man was arrested by police on September 22nd after allegedly breaking and destroying the interior of a home in the 100 block of South Laurel Street. Police responded just before 2 p.m. and was told by witnesses that he was scaring and threatening family members. A black SKS semi-automatic rifle was found in the home during the investigation. Police say the 16-year-old assaulted police officers, threatened to shoot them, and resisted arrest. The juvenile was charged with aggravated assault, possession of a firearm by a minor, terroristic threats, simple assault, and resisting arrest. He was subsequently taken to a juvenile holding facility. Police Chief Jerry Speziale said in a press release, quote, "I commend the officers involved. This is a very serious situation, and they handled and diffused it without endangering the public or the juvenile," unquote. West Hazleton police wrestled with a woman who refused to pay a $50 nail salon bill. Borough police said they received a call for a customer who refused to pay for services at Unique Nail and Beauty Salon around 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Upon their arrival, police found 32-year-old Lindsay Barletta outside the business and told officers she was unhappy with her service, but shop owners told officers that she threw herself onto the floor and shouted that she had no money before walking out of the business. Police stated that she appeared to be unaware, under the influence of alcohol, and as officers attempted to make the arrest, she put up a struggle. A second officer assisted with the arrest and was bitten by a dog. When taken to the police station, Barletta urinated in the station holding cell. She was eventually charged with misdemeanors for theft of services, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and public drunkenness. She was arraigned by Magisterial District Judge Donald Whitaker in Nanticoke, who set bail at 10% of $25,000. Unable to post bail, she was taken to jail. The faculty at the 14 state-owned and operated colleges and universities will go on strike after classes on October 30th. The union representing them set that date after it rejected the latest contract offer from SSHE. It was for a 4-year deal with a total of 12% in raises over its duration. It also included an increase in employee contribution toward the cost of health care of $7 to $14, depending on coverage, every pay period. What the union wanted has not been made public. The average SSHE teacher's salary is about $100,000 a year. They've been without a contract since June 30th of last year. SSHE schools include Bloomsburg, East Stroudsburg, Kutztown, and 11 others. Tuition is about $7,300 for in-state students. Hazleton police are looking for a stolen car. It's a black Audi A4 sedan. It was parked behind a house in the 900 block of East Diamond Avenue and was stolen sometime between Sunday and Tuesday. Anyone with information is asked to call Hazleton police at 570-459-4940. The General Assembly is once again considering a bill which would make it illegal for any municipality to enact gun laws which are different from the Commonwealth's. Several cities, Philadelphia, Allentown, and Harrisburg among them, have gun laws which are stricter than the state's. If passed, this bill would invalidate them. It would also give groups such as the Gun Owners of America or the National Rifle Association the right to sue cities and towns. The bill is sponsored by suburban Harrisburg State Representative Mark Keller, a Republican, but it has bipartisan support. One supporter is Pittsburgh Democrat Dom Costa, who said gun laws are a state purview, not a local one. The bill passed the House Judiciary Committee by a 21-6 vote and now heads to the full House floor. The bill is one which was struck down as unconstitutional by the state Supreme Court last year. However, last year's court action was over the fact that it was attached to an unrelated bill. It wasn't based on the bill's content. Commonwealth Court struck down an executive order issued by Governor Wolf last year. That executive order concerned home health care workers. Critics called it forced unionization, and the court agreed. It called the order a, quote, invalid exercise of executive authority and de facto legislation. Wolf says he's disappointed with the court's decision and is considering an appeal. Well, the Bloomsburg Fair begins tomorrow, and thousands of people are expected to head to the fairgrounds. This is the 161st Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 7 a.m. and close at 10 p.m. Like years past, there is plenty of food, fun, and entertainment all week long. According to their website, last year, 363,977 people visited the Bloomsburg Fair, and officials say they hope to see more faces this year. Fun Fest has come and gone, but the parade is still on WYLN for your viewing pleasure. The 2016 Fun Fest parade on Sunday, September 11th, was taped in its entirety and hosted by WYLN's very own Gary Perna and Abby Piskel. The parade featured local businesses, nonprofit organizations, bands from around our area, and high school marching bands. You can catch the rebroadcast of the parade during the dates and times listed on your screen now. The next airing of this year's Fun Fest parade will be Saturday, September 24th from 6 to 7 p.m. Time now for a first look at our forecast. The weekend is upon us, and I hear the temperatures will be near the 60s as we welcome fall. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe, what can viewers expect this weekend, maybe before heading out to the Bloomsburg Fair?
Well, overall, the weekend is shaping up to be pretty nice across our area for Saturday and Sunday. And even next week, not looking bad, much cooler. But how cool? I'll let you know in just a few, Ann.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, WYLN's Aaron Harvey has the final part of her Part 2 series on Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Plus, Brandon's Forever Home in Hazleton received a prestigious award for all the work that they do. WYLN's Abby Piskel will have that story. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik.
At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you not only get the vehicle that you want,
you also get the lowest financing options.
We also deliver unmatched service.
Whether you're in need of a work truck, have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the Ram Power Days and Jeep Celebration event. Stop in today.
At Booty's Place, they're known for delicious homemade food at affordable prices. And now there's so much more, like an elevator for easy upstairs access and refurbished interior with an outdoor patio that's now open. To keep their food second to none, Chef Bobby is back. They're making their own fresh pasta, have a new state-of-the-art kitchen, and an updated menu. There are still old favorites like Grandma's Pizza, plus new dishes, all with fresh ingredients. Booty's Place, still, definitely the best.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Someone who commits suicide in Luzerne County is typically 45, but suicide affects all ages. I recently sat down with Carol Ann Jones-Lico from the Children's Service Center, who's going to talk about some of the signs of someone who is contemplating suicide.
Parents, families, teachers, friends should look for things like changes in personality, changes in disposition, becoming angry, becoming lethargic, isolating, withdrawing, changes in appetite or sleep, sleeping too much, barely sleeping at all, a family history of suicide, history of threats of suicide, talking about self-loathing, a change in the way they perceive themselves, giving away prized possessions, taking off a necklace or a ring that they've worn their whole lives and giving it to their best friend saying, I really want you to have this. Those are really the things that you would want to look for.
So like pretty much if someone is, I've noticed like one of the most common signs of someone who's suicidal is they're kind of reserved, like maybe they don't want to go to the movies with their friends or, you know, go out or anything like that. So that's, so if someone is doing that, I mean, what should you do?
Ask. I think that that's one of the biggest mistakes that families and friends make is they're afraid to ask because they're afraid to put a thought in someone's mind. And if someone's truly thinking about hurting themselves, you're not going to change that by asking. And if they're not thinking about it, you're not going to put it in their head that they should kill themselves because you've asked. Really, the best thing you could do is ask them, are you safe? I notice these changes in your behavior. Is there something going on? Are you thinking about hurting yourself? Ask the specific question because they will tell you. When they've hit that bottom that they're feeling bad enough that they don't want to be here anymore and you ask them, it's hard for them to hide that from you. So they will tell you if you ask, and you're not going to put that thought in their head, and it's really important. Stay with them. If you are afraid someone's going to hurt themselves, don't ever leave them alone. If you have thoughts that someone's going to hurt themselves, don't think that someone else has noticed and that they'll take care of it. It's okay if two people get involved to take care of something or to address it. You can't overdo it.
So if you did ask them and say they kind of respond like, no, I'm fine, but you've noticed, so if you reached out to someone and then that kind of made them angry, how would you kind of go about that?
I would still be persistent and I would still be that supportive friend. Just because they said, no, I'm fine, I wouldn't walk away and say, okay, they're fine if they've given you all these symptoms. You can't be with someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but you can offer that support. You can remind them that I'm here for you. Please don't do anything without finding me. I'm here for you. And if you really believe that they're going to hurt themselves, you need to make a phone call. Even if they say they're not, and you truly believe that there's a danger based on what you've seen and the difference in their behavior, you need to call that warm line or helpline or one of the agencies that Mike had talked about, Children's Service Center, Northeast Counseling, Community Counseling. They all have a continuum of services. They all have a crisis response that someone will talk to them. Someone will be available to talk to you, to talk to the person. I know that we don't want to make people angry with us, but we can get past angry. We can't get past the alternative. So it's best to make sure that you are persistent and stick with it.
And this is something that affects every age, right? It's not just something that affects the younger generation or the older generation.
Every age, every socioeconomic status, gender, it's everyone can be touched by this and by depression.
For additional information or for help, you can contact the Luzerne, Wyoming County's Mental Health and Developmental Services, or you can call 211. In Wilkes-Barre, for WILN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
Electric Frog Designs, 323 North Hunter Highway, Route 309 Drums, offering full-color banners and signs, vehicle lettering and graphics, campaign signs, promotional products, trophies, plaques, and medals. 788-2333.
One of the largest fairs on the East Coast, the 161st Bloomsburg Fair, September 24th to October 1st. Stop by for livestock exhibits and a close and personal elephant encounter. Take a ride on the carousel. The grandstand boasts a lineup of entertainment you don't want to miss. Always a wide variety of attractions and food vendors. Visit them on the web at bloomsburgfair.com or call 570-784-4949.
Family and friends come from all over the area to enjoy a fabulous dining experience at Graziano's Restaurant. You choose your dinner from a menu that is filled with all freshly made to order entrees. You'll never be disappointed and you'll leave satisfied.
Hey, welcome back. It's looking up there, it's pretty nice out there. Just a few limited clouds. That's about it. There was a couple of those high thin cirrus clouds, but a little bit of humidity today. Some warm temperatures. Overall, a nice looking way to end our work week for our Friday. But we're going to be looking at some cooler temperatures going into the weekend, and as we start going into next week, no big time changes of rain anytime soon. Maybe by the middle part of next week, some showers. That's a possibility. But we'll keep you posted on that. But in the meantime, hey, enjoy this nice weather while it lasts across our area. Temperature-wise, here's what it's looking like outside. And we continue to be in the mid to upper 70s to just about 80 degrees. And we have not seen any measurable rainfall since the midnight hour. Temperature-wise for the day, we did manage to make it up into the lower 80s for the high temperature for the day. And well, the low temperature wasn't too bad either, as we bottomed out, for the most part, in the 60s for the low early this morning. So it wasn't bad whatsoever across our area. Now officially we're in fall. So these temperatures are pretty nice for this time of year. Throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, it's looking very nice out there. We've got temperatures in the 70s, we got temperatures in the 80s, with a lot of sunshine across the entire state of Pennsylvania. And even the next couple of days, it does look very nice. As we go into the weekend, it should be dry, temperatures in the 60s, and I think as we go into next week, temperatures will continue to remain in the 60s, maybe some showers by the middle part of next week. Just so beautiful. We just like to leave you, save that graphic up there. 79 this time of year. Splendid. Enjoy it. Take a snapshot of it, because you're not going to see it much longer. We'll be back with more after the break.
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754, or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, Lehighton Kia is the place to go. They showcase a variety of vehicles, like the totally transformed Soul and the eye-catching Cadenza, the Kia Optima, not your average mid-size sedan, the Forte lineup, including the Coupe and popular 5-door, the Sorento and Sportage, with a bold array of features. Ask about specials and incentives, and you can't beat the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Lehighton Kia, 21 Blakesley Boulevard, Lehighton. Call them at 610-377-1570.
If you're looking for a good pre-owned vehicle, check out BLB for tax time special. Get the best return on your tax check at BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive, located on Route 940 in Harley. Call 570-454-7571.
Recently, Brandon's Forever Home was presented with one of the most prestigious awards for foster care. WYLN's Abby Piskel has all the details.
Brandon's Forever Home is a 501c3 charitable organization that raises awareness of children in foster care. Recently, Brandon's Forever Home received the Angels in Adoption Award for all of the attention and care that it gives to children in need of loving, permanent homes.
The Angels in Adoption Award is an award presented to people who advocate for children in foster care, and it's presented by a member of Congress or Senate. So every year they pick an angel in a state and decide to award them with this honor. So this year we were so honored to be recognized by Congressman Lou Barletta, and Tara and I and our families were able to go to D.C. in order to receive the award.
Brandon's Forever Home is a foundation that grew out of Orgorkis' home when she and her husband received placement for a newborn baby boy. This was the moment the couple realized the need for children in the community who are in foster care.
It's really overwhelming when I look back at my life and I see that I was on this journey to receiving my children, and I didn't realize it at the time because we suffered with infertility, so you think that you're being punished when in all reality you're being blessed. So we were given these beautiful children, and to know that because of the love of our children, we were able to duplicate it in many other families who are struggling with infertility and who are courageous enough to love outside their own biology and adopt a local child out of the foster care system.
Many different programs and fundraisers are run through Brandon's Forever Home, including a summer camp, a self-empowerment program for girls, and a Krispy Kreme fundraiser that begins September 23rd until October 3rd.
The house really runs entirely off of donations from our community, whether it be items as far as clothing, toiletries, cleaning products for the house. It really is a joint effort.
If you would like to make a donation to Brandon's Forever Home, they hold donation days on Saturdays from 9 until noon. For more information, you can check out their Facebook page or their website, brandonsforeverhome.com. In Hazelton, for WYLN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
Up next, John Eric Polai is in for Eric DeVerdinis with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will be back with one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned. All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming. We're your local network.
Week 5 of the high school football season started a day early as teams in the Schuylkill League and Wyoming Valley Conference had Thursday night lights. We'll start in the Schuylkill League. Lehighton on the road at Panther Valley. First quarter, no score. Panther Valley running back Renee Figueroa is going to refuse to go down, and eventually he'll end up crossing the goal line, and the Panthers draw first blood. Later in the game, Indians will get on the board where Mike Mayernick follows his lineman into the end zone, and Lehighton would go on to get the win from there, 50-19. Now to Wilkes-Barre, where Myers and Holy Redeemer were on the turf at Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Second quarter, Holy Redeemer trailing 7-0 until quarterback J.D. Tarosky finds John Winter deep down the field, and Winter races on into the end zone for a 75-yard touchdown reception. Extra point would be no good. Next series, Myers' big back Rogier Woodson Jr. plows his way over the goal line, and from there it was all Mohawks. Myers wins 50-6. Now to Week 5 action tonight, as we'll take a look at our game of the week between Hazelton area and Wallenpaupack. As always, you can catch our game live on WYLN starting at 7 o'clock tonight. The Cougars are looking to get win number 1 on the year, and they'll try to get their big tailback Adrian Otero some running room. This season, the junior is averaging over 5 yards a carry. Wallenpaupack is 1-4 this season and will be a run-heavy team as well. So if you're a fan of old-school ground and pound football, then this is a game that you don't want to miss. Now let's look at some other Week 5 matchups across the Schuylkill League and Wyoming Valley Conference that you might want to watch as well. Schuylkill League first, as undefeated Schuylkill Haven Hurricanes travel to Marion Catholic in a huge matchup between two smaller schools that can play with anyone. North Schuylkill lost some close games this season, and at 2-2 on the year, they'll be on the road against Mount Carmel in District 4, where a strong Red Tornadoes program awaits them. And Blue Mountain will host Tamaqua, where both teams enter with impressive records of 3-1. Now to the Wyoming Valley Conference. The big matchup on the night is Wyoming Area and Scranton Prep. The Warriors are the 9th-ranked team in the state for Class 4A, but tonight they go against their red-hot Cavaliers team, who has looked great since their Week 1 loss to Abington Heights. Wyoming Valley West is coming off back-to-back losses, and tonight they'll look to get back on track against Dallas, who has struggled this season with their lone win coming in an ugly game against Pittston area. And finally, Berwick will be on the road against Selinsgrove, where the Bulldogs and the Seals will square off in a great game to watch, so you don't want to miss that one. That's all for sports. Up next, Joe Garbacik is back with another look at our forecast.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Save up to $4,000 on selected 2016 Buick Regals, or save up to $6,000 on selected 2016 Buick Encores from stock. Save up to $9,000 on selected 2016 GMC Yukon Denali's from stock.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
Affordable dumpsters specializing in estate cleanups, general cleanups, hauling, foreclosure cleanups, waste removal, demolition, as well as fire, water, and mold damage. We supply containers of all sizes. Call 570-427-4976.
Chura's Auto Sales has a great line of cars and trucks. Every vehicle is serviced, reconditioned, and inspected. Chura's Auto Sales offers you experience, quality, and service. Stop in today, North Broad Street and Susquehanna, West Hazelton.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns. Join us this week for another edition of Sports Talk as Coach Mike Brennan and I go over the Abington Heights game. A look ahead to the Cougars' return home against Wallenpaupack, and Caleb Yonner is our special guest. It's all this week on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Okie dokie, here's what we're looking at as we go into the next couple of days. Hey, it looks pretty nice out there going into the entire weekend, but it's going to be noticeably cooler going into tomorrow for our Saturday, but we're just going to see lots of sunshine. Be comfortable out there, 66 degrees. Again, it's going to be cooler than what we have been experiencing, but not bad in the 60s. A lot of sunshine going into the second part of the weekend, that being Sunday. Monday looking good as well, plenty of sunshine. Still keeping a chance of maybe a couple of showers around later Tuesday into Wednesday. That's still kind of up in the air at this point in time, but we still keep them in there as a threat, the possibility that is. Temperatures for the most part generally managing to make it up to near 70 degrees. Again, that's not that bad for this time of year. Keep in mind we are officially in fall, and we're very close, I hate to say, to October already. Sad, but it's true. And then going into our Thursday and Friday, still not looking too bad. A mix of cloud and sunshine. For the most part, we should be seeing temperatures in the 60s. Some areas will be near 70 degrees. But the big thing to note is those overnight lows. Notice how cool. In fact, I'll reward that. Notice how chilly it's going to be some of those nights. We're going to be dropping down into the 40s for some of those overnight low temperatures. So, the air conditioners, maybe still give them a little bit of a workout throughout the daytime hours, because, 60s, it's not too bad. Still pretty nice this time of year. Or else just open up the window, let some of that fresh air in. Same holds true at night. But maybe there's some of those nights you may want to kind of close the window, because it's lower 40s, kind of cool out there.
It's definitely hoodie weather.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Not like a full winter jacket yet, but maybe to some people,
a little bit of a sweatshirt.
40 gets a little chilly for some people, but
including myself, sure.
Including yourself.
Yes.
All right, sounds good, but it is still nice weather, and it's starting to become more football-esque.
You kind of feel it in the air.
Yeah, I got to break out the jacket for tonight's games, I think.
Yeah, but
yeah.
It is fall, and a lot of people like fall because it's not too hot, It's not too cold yet, so it's
Yeah,
that
it's
happy
in between.
medium.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you think we'll head back up to the 80s, or
We have
there's always
already?
the
Yeah,
possibility?
Sure. We have already in
Fingers
October.
crossed.
Hey, November, I can remember Novembers have been pretty warm too, so we'll hope
Actually,
for the
it was
best.
a lot of winter. Was it last winter? It was actually pretty warm.
Yeah, well, hopefully it stays that way
It
this
felt
year.
like it was
I'll be all right
fall
with
for 2 seasons.
that. Yeah.
We'll take it again if that's what we're expecting. Have a good weekend, everyone.